So it is early morning, and I've woken up because I'm in pain, which is something that happens to me quite often actually with my chronic illnesses, and particularly with my osteoarthritis. It's flaring up at the moment because of the cold weather. So I try to do some gentle movements when I first wake up, and just to get my body a little bit moving and that. So come with me while I do some just very gentle movements. Oh, I can feel everything creaking and groaning, and only just gentle. Just to try and get everything moving. Okay, so that's the start of my day, my very first start. So come with me as I get ready to do my morning routine. Now I have gotten up out of bed. I'm trying to be really quiet because it's almost, 3:45, and everybody else is still asleep. So this is when I usually just get up and make my nice warm drink before I actually go into my sacred room and do all of the stuff that I like to do. So I've got up, I've done my stretches, I've been to the bathroom, as you can see, and combed out the knots, and now I'm going to go and make a cuppa. And this morning it's going to be cacao. Moving on to my sacred room. So one of the first things I do when I get up in the morning is I put my diffuser on with my essential oils. This diffuser goes a really long time, so it takes a lot of water. I always keep a little stash in here so I don't have to go looking for it. looks like tomorrow morning. I'll have to fill that bottle up before tomorrow. And the essential oils that I'm going to use today are from Perfect Potions, the Chakra Balancing Blend. I love these oils. I've loved them for quite a while actually. They help balance my chakras and just keep me nice and calm and peaceful for a beautiful start to the morning. Okay, started. And this is my little altar that I've set up with everything that means something very special to me. Anything that helps me calm. Now I'm going to light my candle and makes me feel good. So just spread out of gas. There we are. And some incense. So I have actually 3 things going on in the morning, and this one is Flower of Life, and I usually use 2 sticks. Oops. Looks like we're going inside today. And they'll burn out in a moment. Yeah. So that's how I set up for my morning routine, and now I am ready to move into some journaling and into a meditation. When you'll see me in this chair a lot actually, when I first had my knees replaced, because it just allows me to get up and down more comfortably and to be able to put my legs up when I'm doing my thing. So and I usually just put a little cushion in behind my back, because I forgot to tell you all, I've got osteoarthritis in my lower back as well. So, and my brother Davey was given this hospital bed table, but very rarely uses it, and on the days that he doesn't use it, I use it, because you don't know, I've got a disabled brother, so it just works perfect to be able to do everything that I want to do here. And at the moment I'm not going to be on the computer, I'm going to be journaling. And this is my gratitude journal. I love this gratitude journal. It's from givingthanks.co. This lady is just the most beautiful. It holds all of, let me see, Melanie, what's your last name? Melanie? I don't know what her last name is. I think it's Melanie Spears. But a lady that was in the membership that I'm part of actually put me onto these, because it helps you hold all of your gratitude. There's some days there I haven't got in and done it, but all your gratitude all in one place, and I absolutely love that. And the other thing I love about it too is it's got these ribbons to be able to keep you on the right day. So, and today is Friday, the 19th of July. Tomorrow is the full moon, so it tells us all about the full moon as well. And it has nice quotes during the week. And then, let me see if I can find one. Oh, here we are. On each new moon, it's got a calendar in it, this one as well. Each year comes out and it's a little bit different. And on the full moon every time, she gives you a write-up of the full moon. And this next full moon is new moon in Leo. And then it also gives you pages for your intentions and what you want to achieve with your mind, body, spirit, and soul. And I love that. It gives us some idea of just reflecting on our lives and being able to put everything in perspective, give ourselves some I suppose mini goals for ourselves each month, which is, well, each new moon, so which is beautiful. And then she comes in with a story, and they're usually quite long and quite in depth. And then she has some room for some journaling afterwards. So highly recommend this journal. It's just absolutely beautiful. Where was I up to? Oh. Friday the 19th. So here we go. I usually am a little bit more organised than this. I've got to tell you too that because of my osteoarthritis, I have trouble holding pens anymore, and so I've got these pen grips that help. These ones are particularly good because they're quite big, and I'm able to just not have to close my fingers up a lot more. It's the small things that count. And I like to use a thin gel-based pencil. They just flow really well on the page as well. One thing I am very pedantic about is my stationery. I absolutely love stationery. Have always loved stationery. Used to love getting my new school books when I was a kid, being able to sit there and colour in pictures and decorate the front covers. And I used to love being able to sit in class and put those first words in that book. It used to be brilliant. And I never used to know why, but that was one of my most favourite, exciting parts of the year, was to be able to do that. And then to get a new book used to be, just the best. So I'm still saying, it took me to learn to journaling to know that that was actually a real passion of mine. Love journaling, love beautiful books. And this book is just, the page is the paper. Yes. You don't have to fill the page either. It might be 3 sentences that you write down if you're a real beginner, but somebody who's seasoned like me could probably fill this whole page plus more. So I write down about the things that I'm really grateful for, like having a really good sleep last night, not feeling as much pain today, being alive, having this beautiful book, all the things that just enrich my life, like my cacao this morning, and my husband who's currently away working. All these most gorgeous things that are happening in my life. My life is really abundant and really rich. And just because I have chronic illness does not mean to say that I have to live an oh woe for me life. I have done that, don't worry. And this just really helps me practice gratitude, helps me bring in mindfulness of the things that I am really, 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 really grateful for. And it helps me focus on the positive. And like, it was 3:30 when I woke up this morning, and to be honest, I could have woken up in the most foulest mood because I could have really played victim to my osteoarthritis. Because like, actually 3:30 is a really good number for me, to be honest. Usually it can be anywhere from 11:30. Most of the time it's 2 o'clock. So you can really get caught in that victim, playing that victim and the negative mindset, and just feeling really crap because of it. And I mean, let's face it, when we're going through this, we're in a lot of pain, and that can really play big on our minds and our lives. But I kind of try and just remind myself that I've got a choice, and I can either live a crappy day with a crappy attitude, or I can start it off and have a really good day with a really good attitude, even though I'm living with NASH disease, even though I'm living with this pain from this osteoarthritis. It's my choice. It's absolutely my choice. Next, I do meditation. I usually do it on my phone, but because my phone is actually recording, I will do this one on my computer. And because I am doing this very early in the morning, I don't want to wake anybody else in the house, I'm going to use my AirPods. Is that what they're called? You know, those things. I can't remember what they're called. I think that's what they're called. Earphones. That'll do. Okay. Meditation I'm going to do this morning is just a mindful meditation, just for 5 minutes. I usually lay my chair back a little bit for this. Wow, that might have been only a short meditation, but it was a beautiful meditation. And I'm going to save that for later. For the mornings where I just want something to happen really, well, not happen really, have something that's not going to take a lot of time. So you can't see it, but I've got a set of a little trolley, that's what a plastic trolley here that I keep all of these on, which is wonderful. So the next thing that I like to do is I like to pull my oracle cards for the day. And I get the ones from yesterday and I pop them back in the pack. Now this is a little bit of whimsical, everyday witch, and I just find it so beautiful. So it's by Deborah Blake. It's a tarot set, not an oracle set. But I think the thing that I love about it most is the illustrations are nice and vibrant, and they just, I don't know whether I can show you. I got them upside down. No, I've got some upside down, some not. These, they're beautiful. They're so pretty. And I just really, really enjoy this deck. I've had it for quite a while now, and it's just gorgeous. Now I usually, I've got too many pens out this morning. Too many pens and not enough space. There we go. I usually just grab my everyday journal. Oops, come on, go back in there. I love these journals too. They're paper blank journals. They're not cheap, but they just, oh, the quality of the paper is just beautiful. Beautiful. So what I usually do is I write the deck down. And then I have the intention that I set, and I usually ask a stock standard question of what is in my best interest today. Unless I have some other thing that I really want to ask, I usually just let the cards bring the message forward, I suppose. So I write that down. When I do my card reading, I really let my intuition just flow, and it's taken me a long time to get to this stage. Like, I have so many cards. You can't see them at the moment, but there's like massive amount of cards. I'm quite addicted to oracle cards and tarot cards. I just love them. They're so much fun. Okay. And I love this deck because this deck isn't too big for my hands. A lot of the other decks that I've got up there before the osteoarthritis kicked in with my hands, they're a bit big for me. So, and I just usually shuffle them and let the card fall out. Or cards. There it is. Just flipped over. Four of Cups. So my first feelings for that from that card is at the moment one of indecision, being unsure and a little bit of worry. This guy here looks like he's just a little bit worried, and his young friend has just came in. See the cat? The cat's sitting up the top, ready to pounce. I love this card. Four of Cups. And it says, is that the best that you can do? I'm sure there's something better will come along if I wait long enough. And to me, that represents being in limbo, really, being undecisive and not actually making the decisions that we know that's best for us in this life. And if we're procrastinating, it usually means that there's something not there. We're not fulfilling our destiny. We're not bringing something that's joyful into our lives as well. And sometimes we can be stuck in a rut with our life, particularly with chronic illness, or sometimes we can be stuck in a job that doesn't spark joy. I think in this life that one of the things that we can do for ourselves and for our family is to find something that really sparks joy within us, that gives us a purpose. And it doesn't need to mean that, because for some of us we can't work. Like I would not be able to hold a full-time job down or even a part-time job. My illnesses just don't let me do it, and that's okay. I can hold down something that I can do at home, or I can do something like this YouTube channel where I do it on my terms. I have to do things on my terms when my body feels right. And you can't usually get that in conventional jobs. So maybe you're stuck in something like that as well. So it says here, if you're feeling bored and dissatisfied with your life and your job or your relationships, but you can't quite figure out what it is that you want, maybe it's not them, maybe it's you. And you know what? That's right. Because our happiness comes from inside. It doesn't come from externally. It doesn't come from, we don't get it from other people. Yes, we can feel the joy. Say our grandchildren come in and jump on our legs and give us a big hug. We can feel the joy, but that joy still comes from inside. It doesn't come from external. So there's nothing wrong with wanting something better or not settling when a situation isn't working for you. But you don't want saying no to become a habit. Oh, that makes sense. So the Four of Cups is a reminder to make sure that you aren't turning away any of your good options just because you think that something perfect will eventually appear as if by magic. Are your expectations realistic? Is it a possibility that what you've been waiting for has already been here all along, but you just weren't seeing it with really clear eyes? It's the same with our chronic illness. Our happiness is here all along. We just don't see it because our eyes are clouded from chronic illness. Perhaps it's time to take another look around and see what you've been missing. I love that. What a divine way to start the day. So I've got a little card holder down on my tray down here, so I'll pop that down there. And pop that away. Oops. And I'm just going to journal on that for a few minutes. So I just came up with a journaling prompt from those beautiful tarot cards that I've just read. And now I will sit here and answer that question. So what are the ways I have been holding myself back and not allowing happiness and joy to flow in my life? And I'll just do that for just a few minutes. Allow myself just to be intuitive and let my pen flow across the paper. And that's all that wants to come forward today. And I have been studying my gene keys now for a little while with Richard Rudd and Hayley Curtis. So that's the next thing that I'm going to do, is just sit here and do a little bit of reading, have a look at my profile, my gene key profile, and do something that really, really, really nourishes me. This is my gene key profile. Do something else that nourishes me really well, just to have some quiet time now. And yeah, then later on I will get up and from the chair here, and well, I'll stretch a little bit again in a moment because I'm feeling a little bit stiff. And then when everybody else wakes up this morning, I'll go and have breakfast with them all. So basically, that's my morning routine. Thanks for joining me. And yeah, if you've got a morning routine that you do, pop it down in the comments. I would love to know what you do, what you add in. Mine might include a little bit of movement, walking or something like that later on, but certainly not of a morning, because I take a little while to warm up, and it's winter time here at the moment, and I am not going out into the cold with my osteo. It will flare me up even worse than what I am at the moment. So yeah, boots on. And then I'm going to slice some banana into it. I'm also having my medications for the day. I take 2 lots. Much love, light and laughter to you all, and thank you for joining me. And I will see you next time. Bye.